Speaking of colors and dyes, I was driving to this lake this morning to fly my airplane, and you know what? I saw a bunch of eastern bluebirds, and we don't see those very often, and so it was really neat to see them flying in a little I guess, pack. What do eastern bluebirds fly in? Oh my gosh, that looks hilarious. You could at least use the bigger pickup. Is it working though?
Yeah, it works.
Well, hey, it's good enough.
I just figured the things are made out of aluminum.
Aluminium.
You know, I never see these trailers around here anyway. Never.
The loading wagons?
Yeah, I never see one of these.
I think that there are farmers that use them. I just don't think they use them in Ohio.
Well, I never see one this big. I mean, this thing is huge.
Yeah.
But I never see something like this big.
I've seen the small loading wagons here in Ohio, but not very many of them, and not very often. I see a lot of things you don't see in this game, like those, like the forage wagons, like not that kind, but the kind that you like. They have you have the chaff header that goes on it, you know, like you
in the front, right?
It tows behind the tractor. It's a chaffer, and then it chaffs it into the wagon.
Right. Yeah, I see those too.
Yeah, I see a lot of those. I don't see the foragers. We don't really see. I've seen a couple forage. I've never seen an actual forager in the field.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them though at farms and at like the dealerships, but you almost never see them running. And you'd think you'd see more of them because Ohio's a pretty heavy cow state, you know. Like we got a lot of cows in Ohio. When you think of Ohio, you think of it's not like Wisconsin dairies, but I mean we have big dairy farms here in Ohio, all over the place. Everybody's got cows, so you'd think you'd see them more often, but you don't. Dag nabbit. Wait a minute, did we not cultivate these fields? Or is this still 18?
18 we bought, so I don't even know what that thing is.
Oh, because our seeder cultivates. That's right.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Do we have a corn planter?
Uh-huh.
Does it cultivate? What do we have? Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you play a farm once a week. Let's take a look here and see what we got. Oh, I could just do it this way. The P garage. We have the horse. Horse. So the horse seeder does not cultivate, so I'm going to have to cultivate that field. Sorry. Horse. Where did my tractor go? So I think I got it now. One field's going to be wheat, one field's going to be canola, one field's going to be corn.
One's going to be potatoes.
Wait, no, that's not right.
Corn, wheat, potatoes, and canola.
Corn. No, just corn. 2 corns. We need to do 2 fields of corn.
Okay.
I think 2's... Okay, here's how we're going to do it. 4 is going to be wheat. 5 and 18 are going to be corn.
Who's on first? Corn's on second.
2 and 3... 2 and 3 are going to be... sugar beets and potatoes. So 5, there we go. That should cover it. Because then we have a lot of the other stuff in storage already. Yeah, you can go outside. Ev's already out there, right? Yeah, you can play outside. I don't have any problem with you guys going outside to play. Just don't be telling Caitlin family secrets. Getting us in trouble. It's like Violet always does.
My father beats me with a stick. No.
Oh my gosh. Only when they're bad. No, I'm just kidding.
Only with.
Do I ever beat you with a stick, Mater? Sometimes you get spanked, though, don't you? Gosh, I can't remember the last time I spanked Mater. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I spanked any of my kids. You guys are usually pretty good, aren't you? You're good, Mater? You're always good? He's 100% good.
At least you got one right. No. The other ones are like, something like, then what does that make me? No.
Seth's 100% bad. He's a naughty boy. No, Seth's a good kid. Seth's a great kid, man. All the things he does around the house.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do it without complaining, but he still does it. I don't want to do that. Pretty soon he'll be like, I don't want to do that.
He'll be like, you got $5?
I got $5.
How much money you got, Dad? I'll do it.
Right. It's all for money. Farm manager. All right, let's get out there and get some cultivation from this station. That was bad. Bad joke. Cultivation.
So what are we going to do during the winter months?
Fast forward.
Fast forward.
Feed the animals. So, 5. John, do you think that was funny? John thought it was funny. I need to get some diesel. Some petrol. Wait, no, petrol's gas, isn't it?
Yeah.
They call it diesel and petrol. It's so confusing. Stretches.
You ever find a chair you like?
Oh, you mean for my chair?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I love my chair.
I thought you were going to buy another one.
No. People were saying I should buy another one. But I'm happy with my chair. With my lazy boy chair. It's a good chair. It's like a $400 chair.
You don't have to brag about it. No, I'm kidding.
It's not as good as one of those racing chairs, but it's about the same price. It's just real cushy. But the problem is, my only problem with it is that it leans forward a little bit when you sit up straight. I prefer it to lean back just a hair. I might take it apart and put like a little, like shim it a little bit so it's not quite so. So it's a little more leaned back the way I like it. Well, it took like $4,000 in gas. This thing sucks fuel. Well, this thing carries a lot of gasoline. Or a lot of petrol. I mean a lot of diesel. 2081.
What's the fastest way home?
Did you have your first load?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's really no fast way, huh?
Whew, okay. Now this would be a great map for a train that had a car you could just put anything in it and take it back to the house.
A grass car.
You know what I mean? Like a,
Yes.
a train that went to the farm.
Yep.
I'm surprised no one's found a way to mod the train to do that.
What if there's a way to get it into the grain trailers? Open Sesame. Open Sesame. So do you think Open Sesame is a play on Open Sesame?
Yeah. Unless you're Yosemite Sam.
Like, where does that even... It comes from... Like, where does Open Sesame come from?
Open Sesame.
So that is really what it is.
Sure.
You said sure.
Yeah.
Why not? Because why would sesame make sense, right? Open the sesame. That's probably like, yeah, some, because it comes from the Arabian Nights story, right? So maybe the guy was saying he probably was saying it with an accent. Open the sesame.
Or he was saying something that an American didn't understand.
Right? Yeah, the English guy wrote it down like, "Oh,
Open
open sesame, huh?"
Open sesame.
No, open the sesame. Yeah, that's what I wrote. Open sesame. Forget it. You just watch. Wonder when that story was written. I wonder who wrote
Arabian Nights, right?
Yeah, I think so. It got used pretty heavily in those 50s cartoons, though. Or 40s, I guess, right? When did Bugs Bunny come out?
Oh gosh, he's old.
Yeah, I mean, like, could it have been as old as the 30s? Because they have, like, mobster stuff in them, and, you know, I mean...
Yeah, because what they would do is they would show those before movies.
Right. Man, this is hard, dude. Oh, I'm totally forgetting my GPS mod. I don't have my G13 hooked up, though, so... Oh, well. Too bad.
Well, how's your steering wheel?
I'm not using it yet.
For Farm Sim?
Right, I'm still using my controller. My Steam controller. Because I like to lay back and drive. I'll probably do that this week, since I don't have a whole lot going on. I have a wedding I got to get done for Jared. That's about it. No, come on. Line it up. This thing's a pain in the butt to back up with the with all the 5 rows.
So with this first load, do you want me to fill the cows up?
What do you have, grass?
Grass.
Yeah, fill the cows up first.
Now, are we going to keep the sheep or no?
No. There's
Okay.
only 10 of them. I mean, like, it's valueless. You need like 200 sheep for it to be worthwhile. Eventually we can buy them back, but let's get the cows and pigs settled first, above all. I think that's the high priority on this farm. 1, 2. I didn't hire any worker. What's this crap? Yes, John. A specialist weapon? What's going to be your speciality? On this computer? No, I'm playing on this computer. I probably won't be done until, like, you guys are at your mom's house next week. I'm gonna be on here for like 7 days straight. It's a farm sim marathon.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
No, I wouldn't want to do that. I'd go crazy. I mean, I love this game, but I'd get sick of it. One needs to play other things and do other things. Like flying RC planes. I still can't believe I bought that plane. What was I thinking?
You're thinking, I finally got a plane that lands in the freaking water. This is awesome.
I mean, I don't have any regrets. It is totally freaking awesome. I'm just like, man, the last thing I needed another airplane, like a hole in the head. Because I have so many airplanes. I need to sell some of them. But it's hard. Like, I think I told you the other day, I went down the basement to like, yeah, I'll sell some of these and make room for the new one, you know. And I'm down there and I'm like, well, no, I don't really want to sell that. No, I really like that airplane. No, I can't sell any of them. I love them all. I love all my
do you
airplanes.
want me to store this as silage or as grass?
Do it all as grass in the silos that are at the main farm.
All right.
and then we'll split it. We'll find out what the total volume amount is,
Roger that.
and then we'll split that in half and sell. Put half of it, not sell. Put half of it as silage and the other half as.
All right. The cows have their grass.
Okay.
So we'd be good.
We have happy cows.
They took about $4 grand.
Okay.
When you're done eating some, Seth's gonna put it down.
Well, maybe if you guys want to play on that computer and my laptop, you could do it that way.
No, Mama says not allowed.
I just said you can. Tell Seth if he wants to play Starbomb with you, he can set it up in here. But he has to set the laptop up, not you. Not you.
No.
You can't set my laptop up, John. Yeah, Seth can set it up for you. That's fine. He's got your number. That's right.
My Nova kid.
He's your Nova kid?
I have a Nova kid on the
You have a Nova kid with a gun? He made the gun noises with his mouth.
Actually, I have a katana.
You have a katana?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Can you get me a glass of ice water? Here, take this down and rinse. Tell Chubba then. Chubba's gone. What do you mean she's gone? She went with Ryan? Where did they go? To get what? Oh, okay. Who said that? Goosey, Sethy, can you give me a glass of ice water? Here, you can use that big cup over there. Use the big cup. Big gulp, big cup. So one cornfield we're gonna keep, the other cornfield we're gonna chaff. Capiche?
Capiche.
Cowpiche? What's that, Seth Potato? Two if by sea. Here's a beep for you, Micah. Were you able to hear that or no?
No.
I saw you drive by. Mater, unlock.
I tell you what, this is a long ride just for this.
It is. It is. That's what eventually 32. Well, I don't know. I think we're probably going to need all that grass, aren't we?
What else can we haul grass with?
I don't know. Nothing right now. Unless you could put it, like, I'm wondering how you could, the trick is getting it into the trailers, like, I just totally screwed that up. We don't really have any conveyor stuff. I don't want to hire a worker. Stop it. Oh. I'm having difficulties, Micah.
Oh, what happened?
I just kept turning the tractor off and the lights off and then disconnecting things. And... Thank you, Seth. I'm super excited about the Platinum Edition. I don't know how we're going to do it, though, like as far as my channel. I need to make a farm featuring it, but I'm not sure how to go about it.
Well, why don't you do I thought you were going to do the stream thing.
No.
I think that's a great idea.
I'm going to have to make 2 streams, though, so I'm going to have to do another night streaming with that.
What do you mean?
Like, because people want to watch...
Goldcrest?
Yeah, people like the Goldcrest farm. And all the people that are on the Goldcrest farm want to keep doing the Goldcrest farm. And I get it, because the farm's actually doing really well. So it's like, I guess I probably just need to, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Well, we could always drop this one, I guess.
No. That ain't happening. This farm's awesome. This one's never getting dropped. Or, I don't say never because, But I really like this farm. I'm not going to drop this one. If anything is going to get dropped...
I was wondering if we could maybe move John Deere.
Yeah, people are going to be so mad about that, though.
Well, I mean, we could keep the John Deere's, right?
No, because it's South America.
Okay.
So we use the new stuff that comes with the pack. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that's another thing. That one sprayer, it's got a liquid and solid fertilizer
Yeah,
on
the
it?
Imperador. Yep.
What's the point of that?
Well, then you don't have to get 2 fertilizers. You can just do one with
Why
both.
would you use two fertilizers?
Well, because if you're doing a 3-stage in real life, you do like one stage. You really would do one solid, like after they start growing, and then later on in the growth stage you'd spray. Usually the spraying is not fertilizer. It's usually like pesticide. But the way the game handles it, they just make it all fertilizer.
Okay. All right, well then that does make sense because I was thinking game-wise. I was thinking, what's the point game-wise?
I think in real life what they do is manure is your biofertilizer,
Right.
and then once the
Sprays
plants
for
sprout, they'll do a solid fertilizer pass, and then
For
they'll
grubs, right?
right, and then they spray, and then the last thing they do, like when they've grown a bit, is they spray them with pesticide, herbicide, fungicide, like a
Right, okay.
health mix to keep the plants from getting bugs and earwigs and that kind of stuff. So aphids, and so that helps make it a little more realistic. But in real life, it's a great thing because you don't have to buy 2 separate fertilizers or hire 2 separate fertilizer companies. They can do the same thing with one machine. So it is really a 2-in-1 machine. Now in the game, yeah, you could just spray 3 times and have the same effect. But if you want to try to actually, simulate a farm yourself, you really should be doing different kind of fertilizers each time you fertilize. So there you go. What do you think?
This message is brought to you by fertilizers.
by Imperador.
Imperador, yeah.
Is it Zara who makes that one?
I have no
Or
idea.
Sarah, or whatever the name of the company is? The Imperador. Sarah also makes tractors. Little 150 horsepower tractors. And we come to the last field of the day. Is everybody having fun? Good. Because I am too. What's hilarious is the auto trader in our town, we have like a used car place that gets, I don't want to say exotics, but they usually have a bunch of regular cars, but then they always have like 3 or 4 Corvettes and you know what I mean, kind of like a little more exotic used cars.
Yeah, I hear they're from Houston and
Yeah,
Florida.
right. Well, they're right. Yeah, all the cars are from Texas. They have an RX-7, a 79, so it's a year older than Mark's.
Oh my gosh.
And it's in really good shape. It has a little bit of rust in the wheel wells, where Mark's has none. His doesn't have any rust. But he thinks they're asking like $3,500 for it.
I'm sorry, Arthur. You live in the wrong place.
Why is that?
You should live out in the middle of nowhere with a big barn.
So I can have a bunch of cars.
Yeah, a bunch of cars, airplanes.
I was thinking of buying one and putting it next to Mark's. It's a stick shift like Mark's is. I'm like, man, that would be awesome. I don't think I want to deal with the engine seal problems, though. That's something that they're notorious for, is having those engine seal difficulties where the seals go bad. And to me, that's just not. I don't know. I don't want to have to. But though, honestly, he drives that car like once a week at the most, and not right now because it needs a new clutch. He's not driving it at all. But how often are you gonna drive it? So if you get the repair done, and it costs what, like $1,000 to have it repaired, you won't ever have to do it again. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna keep the car your whole life, you probably still won't drive more than 50 or 60,000 miles, and it lasts 140,000 miles before you have to do the seal, or 130, something like that. So I don't know. if it's already been done, then you're good. I think his is good there. He hasn't any problems with that, but I think he took it to the shop to see how much it would cost to have the clutch done, and it was like, I want to say they want $600 for it. So he's thinking about trying to do it himself. Or with his friends. He has a friend that did his friend has an 80s, I think like an 86 maybe, Supra. Toyota Supra, and it's in really good shape. And it's really fast. Like, it's got like a 6-second 0 to 60. He's got it all souped up. And he did all the work himself, so he's actually pretty good at working on cars.
How much money you got?
How much money do I have in the game?
Yeah.
11,284. Why? What's up?
I was thinking about upgrading this Bergman wagon. I got it full already. Now I gotta make my trip back.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Not today. Maybe by the end of the season. If we keep that lumber going.
Because it only takes 120 horse to run this wagon.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No, even the little tractor can use this thing.
Well, it can, but theoretically it can. That's quite a bit of weight to be putting on a little tractor, though.
The John Deere can take it.
Said it can take it. Are you using the little tractor or are you using the big one?
I'm using the big John Deere.
No, I don't want to hire a worker. Thank you.
I wonder if I can cut through the fields. Oh yes.
What happened?
I'm gonna cut through field 30.
Oh, okay. See if I care.
Well, I'm not gonna go through the guy's field. I'll just go along the edge. But it's a straight shot then.
I don't think you'd cross do this like we just did in real life.
Uh-oh.
Bopping along on the ridges. Did Mark and Ryan leave for the movie theater already? They left. Both of them left already. They're going to see.
Kingsman?
No, they just released. They re-released Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind, which was the first anime done by Studio Ghibli, I believe. It was their Studio Ghibli. If you've never seen it, it's actually quite an amazing movie. It's really out there as far as like story ideas and high adventure, weird critters, and quite an interesting story. It leaves you wanting more because it's one of those that's it picked up. It was it's based on a magma.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't have the whole story. It's just a part of the story. So you want to know what happens in the future, you know.
Yeah.
They leave it off kind of in the middle. But anyway, it's a really good story. I tried to read the Magna, but I just can't handle the Magnas.
I haven't read those things since college.
They're just goofy. Or manga, or what is it, manga? Is that how you
I
pronounce
think
it?
it's manga.
They're a little too comic booky for me. Like almost like American comic books from like the 50s, like wow, kapow, zam,
Yeah.
blam. It's like, oh man.
Holy Batman.
The artwork's good, but the story is not good. How can I be tired? I went to bed like at 10 o'clock last night. Oh, maybe it was 1. 10, 1, what's the difference?
Probably the stress of life.
I had no stress today. Flew my airplane, worked on a couple projects. Got a couple projects done. Drank some chocolate milk. Played Farm Sim with Micah. Life is good.
Yeah, this map is freaking awesome.
These fields are huge. So, what short of forage harvester should we get?
The biggest one.
Get the biggest one.
Well, I mean, if we're going to be hauling this stuff from the south up here, we're going to need to find a way to get it into other wagons.
We could
Bring it here.
Yeah,
or-
the truck can haul it.
But how are we going to get it in it?
Well, you just drive alongside it while I'm chopping, just like they do in real life.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm thinking of mowing the grass, but
Yeah, no, we'll be chopping corn. I'm thinking we probably could get away with the big little X, the little big X, the 500, the 580. I don't think this whole time we've been running the game for the entire year, or almost a year since the game came out, that I've ever had a farm on my channel that had a forage harvester. You know, in 15 it was so integral because that's how you made money.
yeah. You know, you're right. I don't think I have one either.
Yeah, I haven't had a forage harvester. I've got one. My personal farm finally has a forage harvester because I have a map like this where you have a bunch of different stuff, and you really kind of need to make silage so that you can get other byproducts. But this is the first time that I've actually had that. So.
Wee.
What are you doing?
Going down the hill.
Whee! Oh, I saw you. I don't see you, but I saw you driving by somewhere off in the distance. Oh, there you are. Bye, Micah.
Well, if you ever want to trade, let me know. You can trade for a while.
I'm actually done. This is my last pass. I'll be coming down to help you in a minute.
Oh, okay. If you want, just bring some kind of tractor.
Yep, I'm bringing the case.
Okay.
I'm a reasonable man. I'll bring my case. I'll bring my case.
If you go to
Bring
field
my
27,
case.
you can cut through field 27 if you want.
Cut through field 27. Just don't tell Farmer Bob.
I left the gates open.
Or since we're kind of pseudo in England, we'll call him Farmer Neville.
Farmer Neville, yeah.
Yes. All right, I'm on my last. Oops. No, I'm not. I'm on my last pass.
Yeah, you hit field 27, and then you go over to field 30, and then that's where the gate will be off of field 30.
27:30. Okay. Did you finish mowing it already?
No, I stopped because the grass lines were kind of way. You know, I want to go back and forth instead of
True.
around
Yep.
because all the corners are getting kind of tight. So I'm trying to pick up the grass that's just around the edge, so I can go back and forth.
You go, Micah.